We love seeing all the latest trends on social media and to set the record straight, so it's time for Buzz or Bust. Move over, sushi. Move over, poke bowls. The fab fresh fish trend, poke cones. And let me start by saying that as of a year or two ago, I didn't even know what poke was. And then they started showing up all over LA, and I saw, oh, what's that? And so poke bowls.
Right.
Yeah. Seasoned tuna comes from Hawaii. Some of us have tried it.
Kind of like tuna tartare, right?
Yeah, exactly. And often it's a little more spiced tuna.
Right.
But,
And then it would come in a bowl with rice and various other things. But now there's this concept of poke cones. And so you've got the raw marinated fish, right? But they serve it up in a waffle cone.
Good old-fashioned.
So rather than the rice that you would otherwise have in the bowl, in this case, you're actually putting it into a waffle cone and I guess just eating it almost like ice cream,
And
right?
yeah, and so the question is, because a lot of people now are saying, oh, poke cones, I would do that instead of a poke bowl. So you guys give it a whirl. But I'm curious, we are out in California.
Nice.
So California is very different than the rest of the country.
Granted.
There's where I live, there's not a poke restaurant, period. Here, I can walk to 5 of them. That's the way it is here.
Well, here you can even get it at bars in the grocery store. They have poke
Right,
bars.
which
and
is
some of them.
great
Yeah.
because the one thing, if you eat fish a couple times a week, we know it can have cardioprotective benefits. I like the fact that this is a trendy thing. I love that the toppings can be loaded with veggies. This is imitation crab meat, mango. I must admit, I don't hate a poke bowl. But docs, what do you think about the poke cone?
It was good.
Actually, it's not bad.
It's very
like
good.
a
We didn't
hand
bite
roll
into
in
the
a
cone. I'd rather save the cone and fill it with gelato afterwards. Though.
Yeah, fair enough. Totally reasonable. Well, I thought actually the most interesting thing in terms of learning for this segment was actually that it's not really the poke. The poke is super healthy. That's just marinated fish. It's a great source of protein. But what you put on top of it, as with everything, makes the biggest difference. So the thing for me that was shocking was the sauces, because the sauces, whether you use Hawaiian, whether you use aioli, whether you use Nico, they're all 100 to 180 calories per serving, which is like a tablespoon.
That's where you really can go
That's
overboard.
where
Just
it
like a
adds
good
up.
salad, you can destroy a good salad with too much salad dressing.
100%.
And so we're looking at the numbers. A poke bowl on average might be 48 grams of protein and 8 ounces of fish and about 450 calories. A poke cone, 339 calories.
There you go.
And yet, the most important thing when you're going to a restaurant to get foods like this is what you put in it and the sauces that you add to it.
Exactly.
And so if I had to choose between a poke bowl and poke cone, I would definitely choose the poke bowl. Poke cones are interesting. Watch out for the added sugars in the cone. But here's the deal. My real concern, too many of these high-calorie added sauces, that's the real bust.